We arrive here back at Argentina, the halfway point of the international tour here, round number 13 of 20 of the 2018 Sunoco Elite Series season. We're returned back here for another year at Autodrome Nahuel, Huapi, just off the coast of Lake Nahuel, Huapi. And it's expected to be an interesting race, as this was one of the test tracks at the beginning of the season, but now everyone's going to get a chance to really show what they've got around here, because this is the real thing. And as usual, because silly season has been absolutely booming, there is a lot that has been going on, a lot of discussion, and after Rahal got his second win, he is still rideless, and that's become a really big question of where he's going to be going next year. But on pole position today, William Brock joins Paul Jackson as the second person to get 10 or more pole positions in his career, starting on pole position and on the front row for the second straight race. Brock has been so strong since the European Tour, and it has continued to snowball. Could he get his 11th career win here today and really push for the championship? That's alongside his teammate who did sit on pole last week, Jeffrey Finguy, as it's another Full Frontal Motorsports front row lockout here at Argentina after they did the same thing last week in Australia. Jeffrey Finguy, he dropped off so hard after the start last race. He's hoping that this race will be different, that he can really kick it up and go for the win here today. On row 2, Scott Roush. Still under question whether it'll be him in the car or Roger Ray in the car next year, all depending on probably his performance throughout the rest of this season. Roush has been struggling since the start of the year. Could this be the last we see of him for a bit? Or will he find a ride elsewhere? It's alongside Daniel Bouchard, who is moving down to Fallout Racing next season, but still in the Honda Alliance, as Fallout is moving to Honda next year, away from Chevrolet. And Bouchard, although not what he would want, he obviously would want to stay up in Thundersport. I'm guessing he's at least happy that he's staying around in Honda and has a chance to make it back up through the ranks later. But for now, he's got to finish out the season of the 15 and try to regroup and do good next season under Fallout. On row 3, Roman Rahal coming off his second win of the year last week and his first earned win since 2013. Roman Rahal has to be at an all-time high morale. In P3 in points, he's starting in the top 5. Yeah, he's starting in the top 5, looking very strong as we head through the rest of the international tour. We'll see how it goes as we come through the halfway point and almost returning back to the last American tour. Alongside Kieran Mulcher, again taking the sabbatical after this year, but Mulcher has been kicking up his pace so far in this part of the year, and he's hoping to keep rising through the ranks. Had a pretty good day last week, if I'm correct. Yeah, he had a pretty good day last week at Calder Park. Him and Roush both did. Pretty good day for Roush Racing, and they're hoping they can continue that momentum here today. Roush starts a row ahead. He's starting right here in P6. On row 4, you got Vladimir Petrov, who currently has been put up on free agency for elites, but no one's picked him up yet. But he's running part-time starts here for Travis Ultra Autosport, and they've gone pretty well so far. He is second in points, tied for second in points with Jack Bignacco. We'll have to see how he can do when you can pick it up a little bit. Vince Freeze starts alongside him. Freeze will be returning to the team next year. Did good enough to keep his ride. Still stay in the Ford Alliance. We'll see if he can one day maybe move back up to Roush Racing. And on row 5, Paul Jackson, your points leader. Looking very strong here. Got his points lead back, but he's hoping to keep it, but he's got so much pressure from behind. We'll see if he can keep the guys behind at bay. And that's alongside Tyler Thaber, trying to get his first full points win, because he got the win in the Cardiala Sprint. But you know he wants to get a win that is fully his. Look at the rear of the field. 4 people sent to the rear. Those would be Tristan, Will Hoyt, Hans Windholm, Ryan Monaco, and Eric Monaco. 3 of them involved in incidents, and Ryan Monaco was penalized, along with Johan Arndt being penalized a 5-place grid penalty for wrecking his teammate back in practice. As we get set up, ready to go here in Argentina, here's your command. Cars are fired up and ready to go. It's William Brock who lead down to the green flag here, his 10th time in his Sunoco Elite Series career. Green flag is in the air. Brock gets the jump on the field, but it did look like that Rahal got the best jump off the line. Now he's just trying to defend from the 37. It's Brock and Finn guys side by side as we come into the chicane for the first time. One of two chicanes on this track. Both have been known for wrecks. Oh, the teammates get together. They almost went around. They are good. Finn guy is going to lose a little bit of time from that, and Roush is going to try to take advantage on the outside. Not going to work. Mulcher from the 4th position on the start. Or 6th position on the start. Sorry. From 6th on the start is now challenging for the lead. We exit the backstretch. Is anyone wrecked? No, we are clean. As Brock runs a little wide. Roush hunts behind. Is he going to dive and make it 3 wide? No, he'll stick behind. And both Brock and Roush get the run out of the corner. Mulcher made an attempt for the lead early, but it's William Brock and Scott Roush who will take the top 2. But Roush Racing sitting at a 2-3 currently. It's looking really good for the Roush Racing Brigade. Although they've been known to have mechanical issues, so you know there's a worry there. Look back, just look at the people who start at the rear. Seeing if anyone's made progress. I see there's Eric Windhelm and Will White, but Ryan has been moving. At least trying to. Come down to finish lap 1. We are a completely clean lap 1. Come down, leaderboards up. It's Brock and Roush, your top 2. Brock has been tied on the all-times win list with Max Anderson, but Anderson is given the edge on the tiebreaker due to him getting the 10th win first. Brock wants to get first on the all-times win list back. It's been a while since he's been the top, but you know he wants to be the top of the win list. But Roush wants a win to prove that he deserves to stay in the 38. Brock was not one of the fastest, though. Mulcher was the fastest on track. Bowers was one of the fastest on the track, too. Road course legend around these parts. Of course he's going to be good. And Bowers started back in 11th. He's up to 9th. And he's currently sitting on the back of the 10 and the 15, so we'll see if Bowers can make up some more progress. Roush is hounding the back of Brock. Wants to dispose of him early. I don't blame him. Let's go look for your points contenders. There is William Duncan in 19th, midfield. A little bit ahead of that, there's Ray and Paulson. Scott's here, Angel's here. A lot of the big points contenders around this part. Interesting. Ooh. Duncan tried to get around a log going to defend it. Does not want to get that, give that lead up. Then you got, saw him just a minute ago, there he is, Paul Jackson, your point leader, up in 7th. Ray Hall's up in 5th. And then Brock leading this race, trying to get the points lead. It has been a long time since William Brock has been the points leader. Many years, if I remember correctly. It's been years and years since Brock's held a points lead, but he's always been a guy who's been a threat. Here he is, leading out here. Fast lap on lap 2 was still Mulcher. Mulcher is still your quickest, but it was by 1,000th over his own teammate. Roush up in 2nd. There's Paulson getting around the outside of his future teammate, Philip Scott. He'll be in the 83 next year, so Scott and Paulson will be teammates soon, but not yet, so they're still fighting against each other. And I think Paulson has the line. Oh. Scott's going to continue to fight him here. Oh, and forces him to the apron, forces him to check up. The battle is still on, but I do see Scott Roush at the front of the field. Down the inside of Brock. We got a battle for the lead on our hands. Lap 4. And Scott Roush wants to take the lead. Brock not going to give it up without a fight, and Mulcher starting to close that gap back in. Mulcher improved even more on his fastest lap last time around. The tires are going to start falling off soon, but they haven't fallen off yet. Oh, now the teammates working together on the low line, trying to get Brock out of the lead. And Roush is going to try to cut him off. He will. Scott Roush takes the lead here in Argentina. Oh, I do see damage. That is Ciel Van Aller limping around the track. What happened? So it all started with DJ Curtis. As Curtis would be coming into the chicane, a tire would go down, and he would immediately try to get to pit lane, but Halleck would not know that. And Curtis would go for a spin and then go for a roll. Here, a few people with damage, but Curtis on the rail. He's all right, but that is a lot of damage for a few people. I know Eric got through that, but did he get damage? No. But he's got time to make up now. No damage, so he's going to be in clean air for a bit. But it's not good clean air when you're at the rear of the field. Bad luck for all them. As now Brock is going to return the favor and start hounding the back of the 38. But Mulcher closing in on Brock, and then Finn Guy closing on Mulcher. It is a Roush Racing versus Full Frontal at the front of the field. But Maverick is not far. Maverick has two members starting to fight their way through, and shout out to Vladimir Petrov. Doing good out here up in the 6th position. He's got the 7th fastest lap on track. There's someone who's faster than him who is not ahead of him. That would be Paul Jackson, the guy right behind him. So, interesting. And now the tires are starting to fall. Petrov's still close to his personal best. And Bouchard just pulled his personal best, and so did Bowers, but the guys at the front of the field are starting to lose it. They pushed hard to keep it at the front and get a gap, and now their tires, Roush is 5/10 slower than his best time. Meanwhile, some other people are still at their best. This could get interesting. These 4, though, it's getting very close. And you know not a single one of them wants to give an inch, but it just doesn't seem like Finn Guy is as fast as the other 3 are. Despite being the 2nd fastest guy of the race. I don't know. He's there, but he's not. How close is Brock and Mulcher? They're right there. Oh, mistake out of Brock! That was a mistake. Ran it wide up the hill. And now he's got Mulcher, who's going to be on the outside of him in the hairpin. That's not an easy place to make a pass, but you can. But no, Brock gets the grip out of the corner. A mistake out of Brock almost put Roush Racing in a top 2. That is not what Full Frontal wants. They want to be able to have some influence at the very front of the field. But now you got DJ Curtis up ahead. A damaged DJ Curtis. Will he help the Ford Alliance? Will he get out of the way? You got to get out of the way, Curtis. Roush going to dive the inside. Brock going to follow. This is risky. Oh, it is not safe to pass there. I'm glad they backed out of that, but that just gave more time for Brock to close in. Now he's right on the rear end. Is he going for the same move? Yep, the same place that Roush got him just a few laps ago, and Brock will return the favor down the inside as we head down the 2nd straight into turn 2. Side by side for the lead. Mulcher and Finn Guy have both closed up right to the rear of these guys, and it is a 4-car battle at the front of the field. Mulcher's trying to go high. Oh, it didn't work. Brock hit Roush. Rahal starting to close in on this. It's only lap 6, guys. not that serious. It's too early to be fighting like this. Now here's Mulcher pushing his teammate, trying to get him clear, trying to get himself ahead of Brock and get Roush racing into that top 2. Oh, but Roush makes a mistake. This top 5 battle is heating up. And if Brock can get the grip out of here, we'll be in the exact same place we started. Roush, Brock, Mulcher, Finn Guy, but that battle just all that did was close in the 83. These guys are on the 30th position, got a little too eager with each other, and Skyla Johnson would force a 4 wide with Shane Vincent, Alex Benyako, and Wolfstein von Schaefer, and these two would just go around. It's a hard hit for Alex Benyako, but he would get out of the car frustrated. It just wasn't a good start to the race, and it's going to end just as poorly. Bad luck for Benyako and Schaefer. And if you're wondering what happened to you, it was a wheel damage, mechanical issue for the 14. Let's return back to the action. You can see back there now Jackson's starting to catch up. These guys battling each other with everything they've got at the front is costing them so much of their tires that other people are starting to take advantage of this. Bowers is fighting, outnumbered by Travis Ultra around him. He's got Petrov ahead, Rowe behind. He is kind of trapped in the middle of these two, but he's going to keep trying to make moves. Bowers, been known as one of the best road ringers since the start of the series. Although he has said that he's expecting to do some short track racing in the offseason. Very exciting. I'm guessing that skill would transfer over. He's a very late break kind of guy, and that's what short tracks are basically all about. But struggling to keep it away from Rowe now. Got a little too eager on Petrov. Rowe trying to get his 3rd win of the year, but he's too far back. I don't think he's going to get it. We know that a lot of people want to see Brock get that 1st win of the year. His first win of the year, his 11th career win. It's very exciting. But Roush trying to steal that away, trying to win it for Roush Racing in Argentina. He's starting to try to get a gap away from Brock, Mulcher, and Finn Guy. But I would not count anyone, depending on the situation, I wouldn't even count anyone down to like the top 10 out of this race. Depending on what happens at the front of this field. If this battle continues to heat up, and then if pit stops can screw someone over, or alternate strategies, or whatever, we could see some interesting things happen. But Brock, slight mistake through the chicane. Mulcher going to try to take advantage, not going to work. Here is Sean Angel trying to make a move on Vince Freeze. Angel started his year well, but it's been on the downhill slope recently. Not really smacking the title fight like he was earlier this year, but you know Angel's got to be happy with how much improvement we've seen out of him this year. Trailblazer could possibly go rank A next year, but they really need to pick it up because with Wolfstein out of the race, Angel's going to have to pick it up like he always has. I also see, Roush Racing Enterprises now holds a 1-2 stance. Away from a 3-4 full frontal and a 5-6 Maverick. The three of the biggest teams, all we're missing is Travis Ultra, which they are 9-10 right now. So I wouldn't count them out, but interesting. Big teams all stacking up near the front, but then you have Carson Bowers from Fitzwater, Australia, looking strong. I saw someone in the dirt. Don't know what that was. Doesn't look like anyone wrecked, so must have just been a scare. But as well as Bouchard. Bouchard's doing pretty good today for Thundersport. Where is the rest of Thundersport? The 51, the 55, 19, and 20, and Connor Monaco down in 25th. So Bouchard kind of carrying the torch for the team here today. But he's doing it well. Up in the top 10 for a rank B team is very strong. Not as strong as this guy. And actually, it's funny because Bouchard's seat is being taken by this guy. Carson Bowers next year is moving to Thundersport, finally moving away from Fitzwater, Australia. It's been a 7-year ride with that team since the series formed back in 2012. He's been in that 39, and he'll be moving to a new car next year. Bowers trying to advance his career, and I don't blame him. He looks like he's getting back in his prime, and he needs a good car to accommodate that, and Thundersport trying to get him a good ride. Yeah, Paul Jackson from the 6th position, coming through the chicane. A slight mistake ran him wide, and he'd clipped the wall. And yeah, there is one mistake. Anyone can make mistakes, especially the reigning champ, and that is going to put a very big hit on his championship. Jackson limping around the track now. Oh, almost hits a log. Good. Stay low. Bad luck for Paul Jackson. That's just unfortunate. One thing we did miss, though, while we were focusing on Jackson and the people behind, here comes Mulcher down the inside on Scott Roush for the lead. Mulcher wants a win for Roush Racing. He has a win for Roush Racing, but it came years ago. Back at Kansas, I think it was. Many years ago. I think it was 2015. Now you're 2018. 3 years later. Now he's battling for the lead here in Argentina with his own teammate, but you can see Brock creeping in again. Mulcher trying to hold his own. I guess he really doesn't care that they're teammates. He wants a win. But Roush wants it too. All this is doing is leading the full frontals back to the rear of both of these guys. I think Brock's pushing Mulcher just for the sole purpose of keeping them battling, so that he can try to take advantage. Down the inside of Kieran Mulcher goes Brock. And again, all he's got to do is get the grip in this corner, and Mulcher's going to be able to get it on Brock. And he does, and he's actually going to keep them, use that momentum to go back after Roush. Left-hander up the hill. We're going to come into this very awkward right-hander, and then into the final chicane. We're on lap 10. Pit stops are soon. Expect pit stops to happen very soon. Next lap could be the first sight of the pitters. Come out of the last corner. There is Bowers. He got through both. He's through both of the Travis Ultras, but Rowe got through Petrov, and he's going to start hunting back after Bowers. Bowers now up to 7th. And Jackson, yeah, continues to limp around the track. That's just unfortunate. But this is what he wants to see, and that's Brock out of the lead. That is 15 valuable points he's lost by losing the top 2 positions. And Mulcher coming back after Roush in the chicane of all places is very risky, especially on your teammate. He's trying to make it work. He's keeping it strong. Now he's got a hold on the outside. Down this left-hander. A lot of awkward elevation changes mid-corner, and that can tend to throw you off on the outside. Roush trying to fight back, but I think Mulcher has it. As long as he can get the grip in the hairpin, that's where it's going to be the decider for this spot. Is going to be the hairpin. Here we come. Can Mulcher get the lead away? Yes, he can. Kieran Mulcher officially takes the lead, and it's our 3rd leader of the race here on lap 11. Mulcher up to the 1st position. Brock now close behind Roush, and Rahal closing in even more on these guys. I expect a pit, at least a pit or 2, this time or next time is when I expect pits to start. Who will be the catalyst? Who's gonna try to undercut is the true question. Is it? I think it's Rowe. These look slow. No, it's actually the other way around. It's Bowers. Ooh, Carson Bowers will be the first pit taker. He's able to wait until Rowe got out of the way. Good job. Who else pit? That is Ryan Monaco also trying to undercut. Really excelling after he got penalized to the rear of the field. He's really showing strength today. But now Bowers undercutting the field. Again, it's lap 11, so he can make it to the end on fuel. He's just got to refill. Don't underfuel, though. Don't pull a Tim Randolph at Twin Ring. That was unfortunate for Randolph back then, but everyone's had to have learned from that underfueling may just not be a good idea. That is 4 tires and fuel for Carson Bowers. Get in the works. Here we go. Top 5 are all together. Are they all coming in? No, 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 no. But yes for Rahal. Oh, that's interesting. Rahal's trying to undercut all 4 of them. People get really close to the pit wall. It scares me. Yeah, here comes a big group of people. Oh, Duncan almost hits the pit wall. See what I mean? They get so close. They try to keep as much speed as they can coming into the pits. But these guys are calculated. They got it. Now we watch. Keep in mind, Bowers on his outlap may not be incredibly fast, but he will be fast once he's up to speed compared to the guys on their outlap. I'll keep my eye on him. People are already coming out. There goes Rahal. Where is the 39? Oh, that's a 38. Where's the 39? Coming down the front straight. Yeah, and an undercut did not seem like it worked. I thought undercut was the better call. I think I was wrong. There's Duncan. Like, he fell to Duncan. Yeah, that this must be one hell of an outlap if he wants to make up that time that he lost, because Rowe was where he was before, so yikes. No mistakes on the entry, and he's good. Yeah, he's coming in. All 4. We're all in. Mulcher. Roush. Oh! Mulcher got the pit wall! Oh, no! Mulcher pushed it too far! Oh. Mulcher pushed the car too far trying to come in. I think that's going to cost him big time. Unless he just ignores the damage. If I were him, I'd just ignore that damage. Get back out on track. Two tires is actually the call. And nope, Mulcher stuck in his pit stall. He pushed the car too hard, and that's gonna cost him a lot. Roush now pushing on the back of Brock. Brock's got the lead back. Where is Mulcher? Just came out with Bowers, and Duncan is where he stands. And Duncan's gonna try to lunge on them both while Mulcher's slow, using his outlap to get through Bowers. They're 3 wide. Uh-oh. No, I don't like this. Okay, they're good. Maybe a tap. Jesus. Okay, we're good. I was slightly afraid there for just a moment, but we're good. Oh, Jack Bignacco getting aggressive. He's trying to make up spots. Don't get too aggressive. You don't want to wreck someone. A little bit of a bump and run out of Jack Bignacco makes it work. And now Rahal, up to speed, is pushing through Roush. And now it's Brock, Rahal, Roush, Finguy, and Bouchard rounds out your top 5. Rahal now trying to get down the inside. No. I'm a little afraid that Rahal's going to end up clipping the back of Brock, and we could see a very controversial thing happen. Rahal, you need to... He's hitting him! Rahal, settle down! We're at 6 to go, though. You know he wants the lead. He wants to win again. It would be his 3rd win of the year and his 2nd win he'd earn of the year. But Brock is defending. Come down the back straight. Roush is starting to lose touch. Roush, if you want any chance of this, you gotta get up to the rear end of these two. Rahal makes a mistake. He's pushing too hard. Oh, Rahal is pushing with everything he's got. He's giving it everything to try to beat Brock, but he's making mistakes now. How's Mulcher? I want to check in on him. I mean, he's still in the top 20, I guess, but... Damn. I was excited to see Mulcher doing great. He was doing awesome. He almost won. One mistake, man, can cost you everything. And I said Roush needed to get up to the rear end, and here he is. His teammates may have fallen, but he is not giving up. He wants RRE's 2nd win of the year. Brock is getting away. 5 laps to go for William Brock. Lap 17 to 21. Does Rahal have an answer? Does Roush have an answer? They're the only 2 left in this. There's no way that Finn guy has any chance. There's no way that Bouchard has any chance. It is these 3 to the end. It's going to be one of the 3 big teams. One of the 4 big teams, actually, because, you know, Travis Ultra, that they just are not doing that good today. Well, no, that's not true. Rowe's doing good, but they're not here. 3 of the biggest teams all fighting, and one of them's going to get it. It's full frontal versus Roush Racing versus Maverick. Maverick has won speedways, but they haven't won a road course this year. Rahal trying to change that, but Roush hunting on the outside. He's not letting Rahal get clear. And if he can hold his own through here, he can get him in the hairpin. Just needs to keep grip. He's got to brake pretty late, though, if he wants this. Oh, he will, though. He braked real late. Get the grip out of the corner. And Scott Roush up in a 2nd. Gets it back from Roman Rahal. And now he can set his sights on taking down William Brock. Here's the pack back here. Just keep checking on these guys. Is Jackson still in the race? No, she is not. That sucks. Bowers trying to get a top 10. His morale must be at an all-time high. He's been doing great this year, and now he's got to ride at a better team next year. It has just been looking great for Carson Bowers this year, and I could not feel happier for him because he is just right back where we saw him back a few years ago. It's heating up. But can Roush catch back up to Brock? He was able to do it at the start of the race. Can he do it again? Catch up to that 01 and pass him. How's lap times? 155.4, 155.4, 156.0, 155.7. So these 2 are the fastest. Yeah, no one else is quicker than whoa. Never mind, Ryan Monaco's at a 154. Just casually still in the 154s. Jesus, Ryan. Started at the rear and is now 15th. This is Ryan Monaco. This is what we expected out of him when he came into this car. Oh no, Bowers, please don't. Bowers, please don't. I don't like this. You are getting risky. Angel trying to keep a top 10. I think Brock's going to hold the points lead for the first time in years. It's been years since he's been the points leader. But Brock wants to get the points lead and his 11th career win he would untie the top of the wins list. He'd be back on top, jumping Anderson, and the first person to get 11 career wins. If he can pull it off here, but Roush and Rahal are closing the gap back down, and we are coming now. The last chicane, and 3 laps to go for William Brock. Oh, he did not get a good run out of that corner. That was not a good run. And here he comes. Scott Roush, he's peaking. Is he peaking too early, though? He has so much more speed. He could launch now if he wanted. He's going to try. No. But he's right there now. Oh boy, 3 to go, and these guys are getting more and more heated. I'm a little afraid, not gonna lie. I am a little bit afraid how this is gonna go. Roush makes a challenge. Brock pushes him wide. Roush is gonna lunge. I think he's got it. Oh, can he hold it? He's gotta hold it through the downward left-hander here. Or he's gonna close him off before then. Oh, they're close. Oh, and they're getting so close to each other. It's making me so afraid of what could happen. Brock slips into line, but you know he's not going to give up yet. Oh, but now he's pushing too hard. Brock pushed a car. He made a mistake. Roush has some breathing room. Rahal's right there too. Did Roush just spoil the party for Brock's 11th career win? I think he did. He did exactly what he did at the beginning of the race. Used a good opportunity to make the pass in the first chicane against Brock, and I think that one's gonna set the race in stone. I think that was the move. That's gonna be the decider. Brock's going to need to kick it up another few notches if he wants to catch up, because look at how far away Roush is getting, and that's another bad run out of the last corner for the 01, and here comes Rahal. I think that's it. 2 to go for Scott Roush. I think that's it. I think that's game. Brock now fighting to just keep second away from Rahal. Thin guy in no man's land. And Bowers did end up getting through Sean Angel. So did Ray. Ray's up in the top 10. Good job for Roger Ray. And Jack Panyako getting a good spot. Oh. Yeah, these two are battling hard now, and that's just letting Roush get away. I think it's over. It's over. Roush is gonna win. Oh boy. Scott Roush wants to keep his place at the team, and the questions of if he will or not is up in the air. There is Brock still trying to fight Rahal, but it's not gonna work, not in the hairpin. This should be the decider for second. Brock had so much speed, but it's not going to be enough. I think Rahal maybe have a chance, but Roush would have to make a mistake. But Brock's out of it now. Brock's too slow. He's out of this. It is down to Rahal and Roush, if I had to say. Here we come. The chicane, and through the front straightaway as we come down, and Scott Roush will take the white flag here in Argentina. Nahuel Huapi trying to take the win away for his team, his team's second win of the year. It's not his team, but his family's team, trying to get the second win of the year for it. Yeah, no, Rahal's too far. It's too late. It's too little too late. Good game. It was a great battle for this win. Roush, Rahal, Brock, Finguy, and Mulcher had a great battle throughout this race. But Roush Racing looked quicker from the start. And in the end, I guess speed is going to be what matters. Roush got a great run in this second run after the pits. And he took the lead, and he's run away with it. It'll be his first win of the year. What is this? I want to say it's his 6th career win? I think so. He'll be corrected if I'm wrong post-race, but after the battle between Roush and Brock, and then Brock and Rahal began to battle, Roush got too big of a gap for Rahal to make up. And even though he's trying to make up time, it's not going to be enough. The last time through this uphill left-hander and into the final chicane. Here we go. And out of the last corner, Scott Roush will take Roush Racing Enterprises' 2nd win of the year and Roush's 1st win of the year. He takes the win in Argentina. In a great battle from start to end. We'll end with Roush Racing Enterprises on top. Scott Roush takes the win. It was a great battle from start to finish through those 5. Sadly, Malcher dropped through the field. Where did he end up? 22nd is where he will end. But it was a great fight. Rahal will take 2nd. Brock in 3rd. Finn Guy 4th. Bouchard. It's a great day for Daniel Bouchard down 5th. A battle to the line between Rowe and Paulson, it seemed like they had a bit of a drag race. And Rowe will take 6th. Paulson will take 7th. Bartlett, it's a great day in 8th. He's moving to Monarch next year, so he needs to keep his confidence up. Jack Bignacco 9th. I think that's the part-time points lead. And it will be Carson Bowers rounding out the top 10. Huge confidence booster after getting a new ride. And he'll carry it through for a top 10 for Fitzwater, Australia. Congratulations to him. And I think it's Brock or Rahal as your points leader. Either or, they're both close in points. I'm not sure who has it. But with Jackson, 34th, he's the one. Congratulations to Scott Roush, though, taking the win. It was a great day. Although it could have been better, he could have his teammate up here with him. It's still a win for the team. Congratulations to Scott Roush taking the win here in Argentina. Let's go look at your finishing results. So congratulations to Scott Roush taking career win number 6 here in Argentina. Rahal. It was a great day for Rahal, though. That undercut seemed to work for him, but, well, it kind of worked for Bowers. He got a top 10. But, yeah, we already discussed it. Rahal 2nd, Brock 3rd, Finn Guy 4th, Bouchard 5th, Rose 6th, Paulson 7th, Bartlett 8th, Jack Bignacco 9th, and Carson Bowers will round out your top 10. We look back, Duncan's in 14th. Not a bad day. Same with Angel. Not bad days for them. Could have been better, could have been worse. Ryan Monaco, holy hell. He made it up from the rear of the field to 15th at a place like Argentina is impressive. Had to make the team happy. Lamas, Pericles, Windhelm, Petrov was held up in the pits. Will end in 19th. And it's Shane Vincent rounding out the top 20. Back here retirements, Van Aller, Jackson, Halleck, Curtis, Schaefer, Bignacco, and Jackson with Arndt 3 laps down. Not a good day for you, points leader. Not very good, but what can you do? You win some, you lose some. Congratulations, Scott Roush, taking the win. Next week, we're heading over to one of our 2 super speedways left on the calendar. It is Armory Digital Super Speedway. Has been known for some pretty big upsets in the past. It's where our first ranked D winner came in the form of Gatlin Downey, and Downey will be back at that track next week, if I'm correct. So that should be exciting. And then it's off to Gatineau to finish off the international tour. Then it's down to Florida, where we will hold the Sunoco Royale. So congratulations to Scott Roush, and we will see you all as we head over to Brazil for the last race in South America before we move up to Canada next time. Ciao.